Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Sons in the Slam Dungeon. For this episode, Cage and I are back and we're talking about concerts and other stuff. Fortunately, we were supposed to have Swinging News Productions on this episode, but unfortunately, one of the people that held the key to many of our questions had a medical emergency. So we are postponing that episode. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Thank you guys so much for the support, and let's get on with it. Hey, what's up, guys? Fun Sons in the Slam Dungeon.
Yo, I'm in a big chair.
Holy shit, that's a really big chair.
This is a big chair.
Oh my god, Cage.
My feet can't touch the ground.
That's a big chair.
That's a big chair.
That's a really big chair.
It's pretty big.
That's a really big chair.
It's pretty big.
It's really big.
It's really big.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh shit. So you've been to a lot of concerts, right?
Si, senor, I have.
Oh man. So, do you remember your first concert ever?
I do. It was
Doesn't even have to be metal.
No, I know. It was a Warped Tour. I think 2014 or 15.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What are some of the bands that were on
Motionless in
that?
White was the very first one I saw.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that was like technically the first band you've ever seen in your entire life. Go ahead, take your dab.
Well, I mean, the Wiggles, I saw them
Oh shit.
when I was really little.
Damn.
So
Did they have a pit? Like I see a lot of pictures on Facebook where like people are just like killing themselves to fucking the Wiggles.
you know, I think I was actually front row.
Oh man.
And I didn't even look behind me, but I guarantee there was one going on.
Oh fuck, man.
Guarantee it.
So Motionless in White, first band you ever saw.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
First mosh pit I was ever in was Vanna, and I'm pretty sure that was also the same Warped Tour.
Oh, okay.
I went over to one of the monster stages.
The Kyle stage?
Yeah, the Kyle stage. And can't remember if it was the East Kyle or West Kyle. But I was planning on seeing Born of Osiris for the first time.
Oh, right on.
And I wanted to get there early.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a band called Vanna there before, and I was like, fuck it, I'll see them. I don't know who they are, but I like seeing new music. So anyway, yeah, that was the first pit I ever got into. I got punched in the fucking face, and I threw up right after I got out, and I had a fucking blue snow cone, and I threw up just solid blue.
Ew.
And I remember one of the security guards, he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, I had a snow cone. And he was like, oh, that was weird.
Let's see, the first concert I've ever been to, it was Judas Priest at Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the first show I've ever been to. Now, the first mosh pit I've ever been in, holy shit. It was, I think in 2014. And Between the Buried and Me came through with the Faceless.
Wait. That was in 2014?
It was either 2013 or 2014. It was around that time.
I think I was there. Where was that at?
The Summit.
Oh, then no. I have not seen the Faceless at the Summit.
Okay. But yeah, it was during the Faceless. I was just like, like, hey.
What song?
Oh my god. Shit, I don't even remember. It was something off of Planetary Duality.
Fuck yeah.
I was just like, yo, this fucking song.
Slaps.
Yeah, and like, honestly, that fucking whole album slaps. Don't fucking at me. Like, I don't care what anyone says, Planetary Duality fucking slaps.
It does.
But I just remember like just getting into the pit and like everything was just a blur after that.
Hell yeah.
I got out and yeah, it was a nice little experience, but like Nowadays, I tend to stay out of the pit because, like, I mean,
Oh yeah, I don't like it anymore.
yeah, because like there was one time, first time I ever saw aborted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was at the Marquee with Cataclysm, and I remember aborted came on, and they played what's that first song off of Archaic Abattoir? Let's fucking look it up, cause like.
Uh,
Uh,
uh, uh,
it was you know, the one that
the
fucking
first song?
yeah,
Dead Reckoning.
yeah, that one. They started playing that song, and like as soon as it fucking started, like everybody just started killing each other. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'll join in on the massacre.
Fuck yeah.
So I started pushing people, and like I fell over, and like everybody was being a dick and didn't help me up because that's the fucking rule. That's the fucking rule. You fall, you pick them up.
Right.
I
But
didn't
no
no one picked me up, so I was like struggling to get up as like people were flying into me.
Bullshit.
So then like I finally got up, and I didn't even notice like a guy fall next to me.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well I'm gonna go stand over here, and like I didn't even notice the guy, so I tripped over him, and I got back up. I was like, okay, that's enough. That's enough falling for tonight.
Right.
Like, but oh man, you got any like crazy concert stories like?
Well, I remember fucking. I think it was the. I have surprisingly never have like bled from a mosh pit.
Oh shit.
Like I've been punched in the face, but it's always been like in like the jaw, the fucking forehead, the temple.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been punched in the nose, never been punched in the mouth, and I'm just happy I've avoided that, and I'm kind of done with the whole moshing thing. So I'm gonna continue to avoid that. But fucking I think it was the first, not the first time, but it was the first time I saw Traders at Trailside.
Oh shit.
And it was not the last time they came through, but the
time before that.
time before that.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they were with, but
Are they with Signs of the Swarm?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
that show.
I did merch at that show for Still Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I remember fucking Justice, bass player in my band. He got punched in the fucking face. He was just standing there, broke his glasses and broke his. Well, his nose started bleeding, and he was fine. He just laughed it off, and I was like, "Fuck," and fucking chaos and carnage. Right when I got there, it was right when Spite ended, and I was super pissed. But it didn't really matter. Fucking, I found Miles and Darian. Darian broke his nose.
Oh my god.
And fucking, I think Miles or Justice, something happened to one of them. Something with their fucking knuckle or some shit.
Ooh.
And yeah, but that was like, I can't remember, that was like third band or something.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos and Carnage was a long show.
Yeah, like when they announced that show, I was like, okay, cool, you know, this will be nice, you know. And then they were like, oh hey, we're getting locals on it. I was like, real shit.
Yeah.
Like I think that was cool that they alternated between
The moon room
and the fucking summit stage.
Yeah, that was
like,
tight.
I thought that was really cool. I guess one of my crazy concert stories, first one ever happened to me. That was fucking crazy. Was at the summit, and first and ever time I've ever seen Whitechapel. That was with I Declare War.
I've never seen them.
I Declare War is badass.
I fucking bet.
Oh yeah.
Bet.
Big ass bet.
Oh yeah.
So I Declare War, Chelsea Grin, and this was around like fucking. I think they just came out with Desolation of Eden.
Oh, so
Yeah.
they were like brand new.
Yeah.
Damn.
Veil of Maya, and the Acacia Strain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When was this? What year?
Shit, dude, I don't even fucking remember. It was so fucking long ago. Like, fuck. I think it was like, I want to say 2009, 2010.
Shit, really?
It was a long time ago. So, anyways, my buddy Anthony, he was like, hey man, let's go up front. And this was like the first time I've ever been in like a smaller venue, because this was actually my second show ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So he's like, let's go up front, man. I'm like, cool. So, the Acacia strain was playing, and you know, just watching the mosh pit. I've never seen a mosh pit before, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You know?
I'm gonna call my mom.
Mom, come get me. But you know, it was the first time I've ever been in the Summit. You know, it's a great venue. I haven't been in to the Summit since that whole remodel, and I've heard it's been fucked over.
Really?
Yeah. And I hope I don't go to a show there, because I don't want to see how fucked they did, how fucked it is. You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, you know, I'm looking around the place like, oh, this place is pretty cool, you know, and you know how they have like the whole balcony, you know. So
yeah.
I look over at the balcony. This guy's getting up, and he's looking like, sup, you know, like he's gonna like fucking go fucking fly on the stage and like beat up the band or something, and yeah, he's like, motherfuckers, you know, and he looks down, and like, you know, the mosh pit's going, a bunch of people look up at him, and he's just like, hey, and then like people were just like, what the fuck? And then he jumped, and dude, I fucking swear to God, like everything went slow motion.
Oh god.
Like it was just like this dude just like falling like really slow, and then all of a sudden you just hear this fucking, like it was fucking loud. You can hear it over the band. I was just like, what the fuck just happened? Holy shit. Oh, and it gets better. It gets better. The guy fucking gets up, and he's like, I'm good. I was like, the fuck did I just see? Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, and I remember, this was a couple years ago. The lineup was parasitic ejaculation, crepitation.
Oh, was it the Roxy show?
Yeah, it was the Roxy show. So, my buddy's band, Vomit God, I fucking miss you guys. Please come back. They were playing, and you know, I just figured, well, hey, you know, it's my buddy's band. Let's show some fucking support. Let's fucking get this pit going. So, you know, I started pushing people, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, let's get this fucking shit going. So, you know, we all start pushing each other and shit, having a good time. And then this fucking ass kid, like, he's shorter than you, much, like, he's a fucking twig. Alright? Like, this dude's a fucking twig.
Yeah.
He fucking comes up to me, picks my fat ass up.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not light. I'm fat, okay? He fucking picks me up above his head.
Above his head.
Yeah. And fucking body slams me.
Bro.
Yeah. And then, like, I remember the security guard coming up to us, and he's like, hey, man, I don't want any of that shit here.
I don't want any of that shit here.
And I was just like, okay, cool. So, you know, Vomit God finished up playing, and then, you know, I was outside, and security guard's just like, yeah, we don't want any of that. Some girl broke her tooth out at Trader's the night before.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then, recently, that Cranium show with Waking the Cadaver.
Yeah.
So, I love you guys, Cranium, Jack, Mats. You guys are awesome. But anyways, Cranium was playing. I was really getting into it. They fucking put on a killer set.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I fucking believe that. Yeah. I remember I tried to watch every single live stream from my hotel.
At once.
Yeah, basically. Like I just kept getting notifications like this person's blind. I was like, oh. Just different angles.
But I was looking behind me and like there's a pit going, and I was like, okay, cool, this is awesome, and then the next thing I know, I look back and there's like a fucking storm of a fight going on, and it's like moving towards me, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Aw shit, here we go again. So, and then like fists started flying at me, and they started punching me in the face. So I was like, nigga, what the fuck, And I started punching back, and then like some security guard came and broke it up. Luckily, I didn't get thrown out. I'm so happy I didn't get thrown out.
Right.
But, I guess the people that actually started the fight were the ones that got thrown out. So, but I mean, surprisingly enough, there was only one fight at that show. Like I thought, like as soon as Waking,
I saw multiple on video.
Waking the Cadaver?
No, not during their set. I'm just saying the whole.
Oh, the whole show?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I might have only seen one.
Oh really?
Yeah. But I'm actually surprised that like as soon as Waking the Cadaver came out, like just I'm surprised no one just started fucking throwing fists everywhere.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Fucking. I wanted to bring up about these albums that are being released. Have you been listening to this shit? Dude.
What
Okay, alright. First of all, the other day, Ingested came out with a new album. It's pretty tight. I know you said you haven't listened to it yet.
The new
fucking
EP.
Yes. Hate's new album came out. That shit slaps like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Disentomb released a new single.
Oh yeah, that's fucking heavy.
Thy Art Is Murder released a new single. Fucking Distant put out their album.
Pathology put out a single.
Yes. Brand of Sacrifice put out a new single.
Aren't they on Summer Slaughter this year?
They are.
Yeah.
I am so excited.
Hell
Fucking Angel Maker's album is out now.
Yeah. There's a lot of good albums coming out this year.
Dude, fuck. Like, I love Distant, and I can't stop listening to that album.
Mm-hmm.
That album's sick.
Out of all the albums that came out this year, so far, which one's your favorite?
So far, shit. What has came out this year?
There's fucking a lot.
So Mental Cruelty's new album.
That fucking slaps. Like
that was hard. That was hard as shit.
My buddy Forrest, shout out to you, Forrest. He was at Las Vegas Death Fest.
Oh yeah.
Last week, and I just hit him up, and I'm like, hey man, what's good? What kind of merch they got there? And there's like, I didn't even know there was like vendors there. Like he got like fucking Fat Tub of Lard there.
Oh what?
Yeah, and then there's Brutal Mind.
What?
Yeah, Unique Leader was there. With fucking indie merch, like a whole bunch of fucking different merchants.
Fuck yeah.
He started sending me pictures, and then like he sent me a picture of a cerebral incubation, gastrointestinal rape. No, that's not the album. The first album they came out with on vinyl. I didn't even know that was pressed on vinyl.
Really?
I was like, give me that shit, like. And he's like, okay, cool. It's like $20, and I was like, cool. And then he got back. And he sent it to me with a package with a bunch of other shit, and Mental Cruelty's new album was in it.
Oh yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that. Like
vinyl or CD?
CD. Which means still, like I've heard it, before I got the CD. That fucking, honestly, the album that Mental Cruelty came out with last year, it's a great album.
Fuck yeah,
it really is. But this one, it takes what they did in that album, and they like stepped it up dramatically.
Do you know their EP?
Yeah.
This shit's fucking great.
It is.
I definitely feel like they took that heaviness from that shit and put it into the new
shit too. Yeah. One of my favorite albums that came out this year.
Oh.
Yeah. You heard that shit?
I'm familiar Oh,
So,
really?
holy shit, it's only March and this fucking masterpiece just
Oh,
drops.
dude, what's this shit over there?
I know in Fury has that, I think the Arrow remake. And I think that one's pretty good too. It's, I think they made End of an Era, which is already a great album to begin with.
Yeah.
It just sounds a lot better. Stevie's on vocals again on it. And then my buddy Andrew's playing bass on it. Love you, Andrew. It's a killer remake, I guess, of that album.
Fucking Enterprise Earth, new album.
Oh yeah.
Did Lone Shore come out with a full album, or is that just singles?
Me?
No, those are singles.
I could have
But
sworn.
I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong.
I could have sworn it came out.
Oh, fucking Guttural Slug. You check out
Yo!
that shit was
Yo!
good.
The fucking new Guttural Slug, man. It's been so long.
Right?
And this fucking slaps. Or,
Yeah.
or as Cordell would put it, it fucks! Love you, Cordell. Shit. Well, Visceral Disgorge.
Yeah.
They're coming out with new shit.
Yes, they are.
It's been a hot minute for them. It's funny because as soon as pre-orders went up for that album, I was like, instant buy. Because like what I was thinking was that with Ingesting Putridity, they only did one pressing of that album on CD and vinyl.
Really?
And after that, they were just like, okay, we're not pressing any more of this. So
Yeah.
I just thought immediately, like, okay, same thing's happening to this album. I need to pick it up.
Right.
So I picked up a CD and vinyl of it, and that shit drops in September.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, I'm really excited for that album. I'm also really excited for New Mental, or not New Mental Cruelty, because that came out.
Yeah. I've seen some as well.
I really like this.
Yeah. Fucking Byzantine, I'm really stoked for.
Yeah,
That shit's gonna be
that
fucking
snare,
brutal.
the way the snare sounds makes me so happy. Like,
And fucking, I know a lot of people hate this shit, but it's crazy to see that he's making new music again. But Hunt the Dinosaur,
yes.
they have a whole full album out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a fucking the most popular song, Destructo.
Yeah.
They did a remaster of that, and it's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
Fucking, I found this band. I think it's Wraithborn.
The name sounds
Or
familiar.
Wrath. WRAITHBORN. It's pretty tight. I would definitely suggest it. I just saw it. I saw the fucking someone shared the art, and this is sick. Check this out. And I was like, okay, it looks pretty tight. It's dope.
Oh, yeah. I'll
It's
have to
dope.
definitely check it out. Okay, so got a question for you, Cage.
Yeah.
What would you have to say is the fucking weirdest or craziest band you've ever discovered? And it could be multiple, because I have.
Weirdest or crazy? Okay. One. Full of Hell.
Okay.
Full of Hell's fucking nuts.
How did you discover it?
I was really scared when I found them. It was really fucking late at night, and it was just pitch black in my room, and I was like, like as people say that like, oh, your music's fucking scary. Like,
It's satanic.
It's satanic, and it gives me nightmares. I'm like, dude, this shit puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of curious if there's an actual band that would scare me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started looking up like gore noise, fucking crazy just weird, whack-ass metal that really freaked me out. And I found Full of Hell, and I started listening to that shit, and I was like, this is so mind-fucking, this is so nuts. And it honestly kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is good. It's still good, but I'm just like, fuck, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the, I mean, they're not weird nowadays. I mean, their guitarist is a little weird. Rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
It was weird how I discovered them. So I was talking to this guy. I don't remember his name, but like we were friends on Facebook. And, we message each other occasionally. Like, oh hey man, what you listening to? Like just became friends that way. And then like he just fell off the face of the earth.
Oh.
But he's like, hey man, check out this band, Rings of Saturn. I was like, okay, cool. So I looked at the album art and I was like, it was Embryonic and her very first album. And this was before they got popular. Right before they got popular.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this looks kind of cool. I'll check it out. And then like that first song, Season with Hour.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck to think of it.
Right.
I was like, what?
Because I found them right after Dinger or Dinger?
Yeah.
However the fuck you pronounce that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found them right after they released that album.
Mm-hmm.
And Shards of Scorched Flesh. When I heard that, I was like, there is no
Yeah.
fucking play this. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Lucas, man.
He's a chill.
Yes, he is.
I kind of sound like a hypocrite when I say this, but I still like Rings of Saturn's music. But I just don't like their guitarist. I don't like
It's a different type of metal, and I haven't listened to them in a really long time, if I'm being honest. But I think I've seen them almost every single time they came through.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't even know when the last time they came through.
It was last year with the Faceless.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I really haven't missed them. I mean, again, not necessarily supporting them per se, but I've always sat and watched their set. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go outside and smoke for like half their set and then.
Right. Yeah. You just want to just stay there and just like.
I used to fucking jam this song when I was young, and it's kind of cool to listen to them and know the words still.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Another weird band I discovered. I don't think very many people know this band. I'd be pretty surprised if you know them. It's a anime slam band. I guess they're from China.
Really?
Either China or Japan. Anyways, dehumanizing and attaching.
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how I discovered them, really, really late at night, and
I just think slang one for that shit.
oh yeah, at this time when I discovered this band, I didn't even know Slam Worldwide. This is actually how I discovered Slam Worldwide.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, I was going through YouTube and I was like, well, I'm kind of bored. What kind of music can I find? I just thought, fuck it, typed in nastiest slamming brutal death metal, and it was actually the third result. I don't remember what the first and second were, but like I couldn't even read the logo.
Torso fuck, raped by elephants, and fuck, anything from there. Gross ass. Alien fucker.
Oh yeah.
You know them? Dude, they need. I don't even know enough. Israel. They're from fucking Israel.
Yeah.
Dude. I wonder if they're still making shit. To be honest.
But anyways, I saw Dehumanizing Attachment Worship's logo. I was like, what the fuck? I can't even read that.
Fuck no.
Like I have a sticker of theirs on my laptop, and still, I can't fucking read that. Like I have one of their snapbacks, and people just call it manga. mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti?
Yeah. That's what it fucking looks like. The song was Brutal Rush. Was actually the first actual song on that little EP they did. The first EP they did. I turned that on and I was like, whoa. You know? But, yeah, it's, I really like their split with, Cheerleader.
Oh, do you know Preschool Tea Party Massacre?
I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, those fucking anime slam bands, they're fucking crazy.
They are.
Like, holy shit. Like, Cheerleader Concubine, Schoolgirl Upon Thy Corpse. Like, they're fucking like, Jesus. You know?
They're like Jesus?
They're like Jesus. They're like Jesus of Nazareth.
I just looked it up. Fucking Alien Fucker is still doing shit.
Oh shit. When was the last album that came out with?
2 days ago.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's actually a demo from canceled album. But they did a fucking Ramones cover.
What the fuck?
00 UFO.
Holy shit.
Dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
What? The Small Heads. They're also doing other shit. Whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Alright, I'm gonna check that out later. DOMME. Raw. Go listen to it right now.
Right fucking
Go
now.
listen to it right now.
Dome. Let's see, what's another weird way I discovered a band? The way I discovered death metal.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I said this in my last podcast.
With Cranium?
No, with the last time you and I.
Oh.
Did I?
I don't know.
Well, skip this part if I did. But anyways,
Just explain it kinda.
yeah, I'll explain it again for people just now tuning in. So I had a neighbor, I was good friends with him, and one Christmas he gets Rock Band. You know that game where you...
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so...
I was like 8 years old, and I got so impressed with myself. I got, what was it, Enter the Sandman? That was Metallica, that was on there. I could do that drums on hard, 100%.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Big dick energy right there.
Right, when I was like 8.
Yeah, anyways, and he's like, yeah, I also got this $50 Xbox Live gift card. I'm just going to buy some new songs, I was like, okay, cool, what songs look good to you?
Cannibal Corpse.
That was actually on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, he actually did buy that song.
Uh-huh.
Hammer Smash Face.
Right.
But the first thing that came up was This Is Exile by Whitechapel.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that was on there.
I saw the album cover and I was just like, yo.
That's spooky.
That is fucking spooky. Like, buy that shit. So, okay, man, fuck you, And that was the first song we played and I was just like, wow. This is fucking sick.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, let's play it again. That's a fucking sick song. So, like, we played it, like, fucking, 5 or 6 times, and he got to the point where he was just like, man, this song's boring now. Like, we want to play something else. Okay, fucking play Hammer Smash Face. Like, and that was the thing. And then, I remember going home and going up to my dad, and I handed him my phone, because that's how I listened to music back then, was, I had this fucking, slider phone,
Oh, yeah.
One of those fucking gross-ass slider
I had
phones.
an iPod Shuffle.
Ew.
I know.
Yeah, I remember going up to my dad, and we used to buy all of our music on iTunes, and he just told me straight up, like, hey, if there's ever anything you want me to buy for you on iTunes, just let me know. I was like, okay, cool. So I came up to him and I was like, buy me this shit. Buy me Whitechapel. And he was like, okay, cool. So he bought me the first 2 albums.
Nice.
And apparently he listened to it because we kind of woke up at the same time. Like I'd go to school, he'd go to work, and he comes up to me and he's just like, "I'm very disappointed in you." I was like, "Well, sorry." And I remember playing This Is Exile like the entire day at school. Like I was just like, okay,
some good shit.
There's some good shit.
I gotta find other shit.
I gotta find more shit, and I'm the same way now. I gotta find more shit,
right.
But
I remember. I can't remember fucking. But anyway, it was like a long time ago when my older sister showed me Job for a Cowboy, and I had no idea what the fuck that shit was called.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle showed me System of a Down, and then I even saw a fucking meme of this, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking me. It was like when you're sitting there at 12 years old and you finally find something that's heavier than System of a Down, and it was fucking Wolverine, and he was just standing there and he was like, impossible. I was like, dude, fucking Call of Duty Black Ops, the fucking
the zombie music.
Zombie music.
That shit's honestly heavy.
It is, and I remember listening to that. I think it was in like an elementary school when I had that game, and I was like, "Oh, this is like that shit my sister showed me." I gotta look up what this is, and yeah, YouTube fucking helped with that, and
God bless
you should listen to this. I'm like, I should listen to this, and you're like, you should listen to this. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll listen to that in a second. And then I started just finding shit left and right. Suicide Silence, fucking All That Remains, Whitechapel, Rings of Saturn, Refound Job for a Cowboy, and I was like, this looks so familiar. And one of the sisters was like, oh yeah, that's the shit I showed you. And then I was like, oh, this is the gold right here.
That's the hot
I
shit.
found it.
So, you like going to record stores, right?
I fucking love going to record stores.
So, you have a lot of crazy CDs in your collection, correct?
Yeah. Some shit that I don't even know. So, guaranteed people have never heard of, because I've never heard of it. 2
questions. 1, what's the craziest CD in your collection? How did you find it?
Okay.
What made you buy it?
Well, alright. It's not per se in my collection, but this was bought with me there, and I was included in helping with the purchase. So, anyway, it was at Black and Red.
I love that place.
And me too. And I was with Darian. I think I've actually told this story before, but I was with Darian, Miles, and Duncan, and we were all there, and Darian found this fucking CD, no logo, nothing. It was just guts on the front and back, and I was like, oh, that's some fucking water toilet bowl vocal type shit there. And he was like, should I buy this? And I was like, you should definitely fucking buy this. And he was like, it's $8. And I was like, it's $8 that you're probably gonna always remember giving away, because this is fucking weird.
Oh yeah.
And I remember I bought some weird shit. It was like, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was some like punk shit, but it was pretty good. Oh, yeah. I like punk. I fuck with punk. But that shit, it was some water toilet bowl gargling, just crazy, just blast beat, just crazy guitar all over the place type of shit. Just yeah, but yeah, that's. I mean, I think I actually still have that CD in my car, so technically.
You still do have it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know any other crazier fucking CDs than that.
Let's see, the craziest CD I have in my collection. It was actually the first CD I ever bought.
Really?
Yeah. So, first time I ever been to Twist and Shout. You ever been down there? Off of Colfax? Yeah, that place is awesome.
We went there together.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I was with Ryan from Soul Forensis and my friend James, and we're just looking through like, oh yeah, this place is cool, kind of mentally good. We're looking through, and I happen upon this CD. I also think I might have told this story on this podcast already, so I apologize, everyone. But the album was like a chick, some naked chick. There's tits showing. I was like, okay, tit. I was like, okay, cool. And then look up, and the band name was Anal Blast.
Anal Blast.
Anal Blast.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this. All right. So I took it home, and then like I opened it up, and it was actually like a compilation of theirs.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. It had a couple, two of their CDs in it.
Oh.
And I remember we went back to Ryan's house, and we were showing Ryan's mom like all of her shit. Like I also bought Leprosy by Death on CD, so I bought that too. We were just showing Ryan's mom like, hey, look what we got, And it got to me, and I was just like, okay, let's get the bad one out of the way first. So showed her the cover, and like she looked at the back and just like started reading off all of the names of the songs.
Oh god.
And it was stuff like staple her puss lips shut, crawling up her like gross hole or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I was fucking dying in their front lawn. Like I was fucking rolling because she was like reading these names out loud. Like she's all
shit.
He staples my puss lips shut. I was just like, bro, oh my fucking god, this is gold.
I remember I was having this conversation with my dad. He like our phones are connected, like through like fucking iTunes or some shit. So me, my dad, and my little sister, every time we have Apple Music, and every time we download something, it all pops up on each other's phones.
Yeah.
So
you basically share your music collections.
Yeah, but I download the most music because I listen to the most music and I find the most music like the majority of the time. And I remember I was young, and my parents got divorced when I was maybe like 13 or 12 or some shit. So maybe I was like 14 or 15 when I found Infant Annihilator.
Oh shit.
And I had the balls to just download it. I was like, fuck it, this shit's so good. I'm obviously going to listen to this more and more and more. I don't want to have to look it up every single time. I just want to download it.
Yeah, and just have it. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, so I said fuck it, and I remember I didn't get any shit about it until I flew out there to hang out with him. And he told me this conversation that he had with his coworker, and apparently his hotel was like they had a basketball court, and they were hosting some basketball game, and it was my dad's job. Like he was like the manager of fucking activities or some shit. So it was his job to pick the music.
Oh god.
And his associate or some shit comes in, and he was like, "Hey, have you picked any songs yet?" And then he's like, I have a couple ideas. I was thinking maybe Pinned Down and Fisted. And he started naming off the fucking, he was like, how about Cunt Crusher? He starts naming these just off the list to his like fucking super white guy. And my dad is telling me that he's pissed that I downloaded this, and I'm just in the fucking car just dying laughing. I was like, you did not read those out loud. It's the best shit I've ever heard. And he was like, oh yeah, no, I showed a couple people at my work what you listened to. And I was like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. I was like, I hope they fucking listen to it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that was great.
I remember the other day when Forrest sent me that package, he sent me a amputated genitals patch.
Oh.
From the fest.
Yeah.
So
I got the package and like I like to show my dad vinyl because he's a big vinyl nut like I am, So I was like, yeah, man, I got this vinyl. It's pretty cool. And then my mom comes out and she's like, oh hey, what'd you get? I'm all showing her, and I get to the amputated genitals patch, and I'm like, oh yeah, this patch is from a band. It's called amputated genitals. She's like, what? It's like
Come again?
This is a patch from a band called Amputated Genitals. She just gives me like this craziest look. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, my mom still gives me looks like that every time I tell her.
And then
names of bands.
It was yesterday. I was going over to a buddy's house, and I had my parasitic ejaculation snapback on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's blue, like the logo's blue. And
yeah.
She's all like, oh, I really like that color. And I'm like,
bet you don't like the name.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but you don't want to know the name. She gives me this other look. She's like, tell me. I'm like, it's a band called Parasitic Ejaculation. She's just like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's the name of the band.
Oh. God.
That's one of the main things I love about Slam is like just the names are just like fucking like out there.
Right.
Like the fucking I think the grossest band name I've ever heard, Begging for Incest.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, that's fucking gnarly. They're fucking heavy. I love them. But
one of my favorite fucked up slam band names is Short Bus Pilot.
Yeah.
That's so bad. But dude, they're fucking good.
Hell yeah.
I can't help it. They're fucking good.
Yeah, they're fucking sick.
I'm trying to look at fucking more right now. But I don't know. Because I've told my mom some ones where she's just giving me looks like, I really hope you don't listen to that. I'm like, of course I fucking listen to this. You kidding me? How can you not listen to this?
I kind of want to get my mom to sit down with me, and I can just like secretly. I can just like secretly film her. Like her reactions.
I got my mom willing. There was a 2-parter video I did, and it's fucking gone. I can't remember what camera I did it on, but it was one part where I had my mom guess metal logo, which I was like trying to read on, and it went from like easy shit, like it went from like kind of like Lorna Shore. She got Lorna Shore.
Oh yeah.
And it went down from like fucking like epicardiectomy. She was like, "What? That doesn't say anything." I was like, "Oh, it says something.
Yeah,
it says something." And she was like, "No, there's no way." I was like, "How do you even?" She was like, "How do you even make a fucking logo like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean it's easy. You just splatter shit, and then be like, okay, there's an E, there's an M."
Like a lot of people I talk to like say that they're just like, okay, we're just gonna like spill some soda on the floor and then just like write something out of that.
Yeah.
I also love it when like I'm at like Walmart or some shit. Some guy comes up to me and he's just like, oh hey man, that's a really cool shirt. What does that say? And I'm just like,
fermented masturbation.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
But no. What I do is, dude, I don't even fucking know what it says. I just bought it because it looked cool. And they're just like, oh.
Oh, I love telling people.
Yeah, like I do that sometimes too. Like I also love it when like I wear my like really offensive band shirts. Cause like I used to have this. It was an All Shall Perish shirt, and it was basically a picture of like a beaten up Jesus Christ being hung at the crucifix.
Yeah.
And on the back it said, "Your God can't save you." I remember I was at Cece's Pizza, and this old guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey man, God is real. You need Jesus in your life."
God is real.
And I'm like, okay, cool, But yeah, I honestly I love like going out to the store or something and like just wearing like my craziest fucking band shirts, and then like you got those people that are like, oh, that's so cool. What does that say? You know, or if I wear like a really offensive shirt, like all of the fucking dirty looks I get.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know why I get high off of that shit. You know. What would you have to say is probably your most offensive band shirt?
It's not even a band shirt. It's a Blackcraft shirt.
Okay.
But it's just a church burning, and yeah, every time I wear that, like in public, or I go to like King Supers or some shit, old ladies are walking and they're just like,
Oh my god, it's the church burning.
I'm gonna have a heart attack right in front of the rice. Oh. I'm like, fucking shut up. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of offensive. I want more.
Yeah.
Offensive shirts.
I mean, I have a couple. Vomit God. They have the shirt out, and I have it. And it's basically this naked chick with a tube sticking out of her ass, going into a funnel.
Oh wow!
It gets better.
Better?
It gets much better. Bunch of dudes sitting around her, jacking off into this funnel. On the back, in like this fucking like jizz fucking font,
Ooh.
It says butt chugging sour bukkake.
Wow.
And the best fucking time I've ever had wearing that shirt in public was, I think I was, at the store, just, shopping, and this girl comes up to me, and she's like, oh wow, that's a really cool shirt. And I'm like, did you look at it though? She's like, yeah, you have to look at it. She's all staring at it, and she's like, oh, and then just walks away. I was like, yes. But at the same time,
she didn't even say anything. She just walked away.
Yeah, she's just like, get out of here, I have another shirt. I don't think it's really that offensive, but I've gotten some crazy ass looks over it. But it's my visceral disgorge, skull fucking neonatal abortion shirt, where it's just a bunch of fucking dead babies skull fucking some chick.
Wow.
Yeah, and I going through the store, and people are just looking at me like, ugh, the fuck, But yeah, honestly, I really need more fucking offensive shirts in my life, because like that's one of the main reasons like I love band merch is because of like the whole shock factor that they fucking print on the shirt, like. Yeah. Are you fucking ballsy enough to fucking wear this in public? Oh, I had this one shirt. It was from Crepitation.
Ooh. And
it was basically a penis. Jizzing.
Huh?
Yeah. Like a penis, like, coming.
Oh.
Like, jizz coming out of a penis.
Oh.
Yeah. And then on the back it said Intergalactic Spunk Trumpet.
Spunk Trumpet?
Yeah.
What is the spunk trumpet?
The penis.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm so using that now.
Oh yeah.
Spunk Trumpet.
Spunk Trumpet. But yeah, I was wearing that out in public one day. I think it was at a restaurant. And this girl comes up to me and
she asks about your spunk trumpet?
She asked about my spunk trumpet. She's like, what does that say? And I was just like, it fucking says Crepitation, And then like she's all looking at it and she's like, is that a fucking dick?
And you were just in the middle of a fucking restaurant?
Yeah, like I was just eating and she's just like, is that a fucking dick? Like I think
bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Like I think the whole room got silent when she was like, is that a fucking dick?
It was that loud?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was just like, yeah. Penis.
It's penis.
She's just like, oh, you're getting in so much trouble for wearing that shirt.
From who? By who?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
What does that even fucking mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But unfortunately, that shirt shrank so much. It fitted like a large.
Give it to me.
I had fucking sold it.
Fuck!
Yeah. But I don't remember who I sold it to. I think I sold it to my friend Bella down in Arizona.
Oh, really?
I think so. Okay, so what was the first shirt from a band you've ever bought? Not ones that have been given to you, but like ever bought.
It was actually a Chelsea Grin tour shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the first show shirt I bought. I can't remember who the fuck they were touring with. But there were other good bands on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the Summit, and that was the second time I saw Chelsea Grin.
Nice, hell yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember who it was with, but it was their Ashes to Ashes album release tour.
Oh, nice, right on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna figure that out right now. But yeah, I haven't really bought a whole lot of shit from shows.
Mm-hmm.
I always fucking forget to bring money. I just buy tickets and I'm like, oh, shirts are a thing.
That shirt looks sick.
That one's fucking awesome. But guess what? I have $5 that I just spent on a fucking corn dog.
I think the first shirt I ever bought was a Whitechapel shirt.
Oh yeah?
I think I bought it from Indie Merch. No. I don't even remember where I bought it from. But anyways, it was it had like a skull on it. Couple saw blades on it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the first show or the first shirt I ever bought. But you know,
Saw is the law.
oh yeah. First shirt I ever bought from a concert. Whitechapel.
Yeah.
It was their Welcome to Hell shirt. It had like a bunch of monsters and like this kind of hellish fucking like area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have those shirts anymore. They no longer fit me because you know I'm getting fatter. You know. And what would you have to say is like your favorite shirt in your collection?
Ugh. Fuck. There's so many. Well, considering it's like the most memorable shirt I have and I wear it a lot, it's literally just a Silent on 5th Street logo shirt.
Oh yeah, because you're good friends with those guys.
Yeah, and first tour was with them. But I mean, even the shirt I'm wearing right now, At Me, yeah, favorite album from them. I have a Disfiguring the Goddess all over logo.
Yeah, I'm fucking jealous of that.
Yeah, it's really old and
it's still in good shape too.
It is. I honestly, I'm not even sure how many fucking he printed of those.
Yeah.
But they didn't last very long. That's all I know that. But I bought it without even realizing, like, because I knew Disfiguring the Goddess a long, long, long time ago. And I never realized how big he actually was.
Yeah.
So I just bought it without fucking paying much mind into that, and fucking down the road doesn't even make music anymore, and people are all over his fucking group like, somebody sell me even like a sticker or something. Give me something. And I got a poster, and I got a 6 out of 100 poster from him.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, just that shirt. I don't think I got anything else from him.
Yeah,
This is a big chair.
It's a big chair.
Yeah, honestly, I'm one of those people that are on those metal collector websites or groups on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, hey, can someone sell me a fucking Disfiguring the Goddess shirt in a 2XL? Like, I'm sorry, I am one of those people.
People are just, I don't ever see anybody with it either.
I know.
Every
like,
time I go
do,
to a show, when I have one, everyone's like, no way. Is that a real one? I'm like, yeah, it's a real one. I was like, why the fuck would I print my own? That'd be stupid.
Yeah, it's like,
And I'm
no.
like, yeah, no, this is real. But I don't even like wearing it to shows that often because I don't want to risk ripping that shit.
Yeah.
But
Probably my favorite shirt in my collection. I have too many. The Cephalotripsy shirt I'm wearing right now is pretty fucking badass. I have an awesome Guttural Secrete shirt. I love that shirt.
nice.
My Fetacious Rump long sleeve, which was given to me by Josh Eberly. I fucking love you, man. My Cranium hoodie that I got at the show. I fucking love that hoodie. You know what's funny about that hoodie is those went up for a pre-order a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that fucking hoodie is sick. You know, it's just got this like naked chick impaled by a bunch of spears and shit, and she's cut in the stomach. You know, all of her guts are falling out, and on the back it says "Slam her fucking guts out." I was like, I fucking want that shit. So as soon as I go to pre-order it, pre-orders sell out in my size.
Oh.
I'm like, god damn it. So then, flash forward a couple years, my buddy Josh, God bless you, man, he tagged me in a post that Cranium did. And it was just like, you know, I think it was their first show out on this tour with Waking the Cadaver and Gorgasm. They were just like, oh yeah, merch is set up, you know, and he tagged me, he's like, Alex, they got her Slam Her Guts Out hoodies. I'm like, real shit. And I even asked him, like before I got him on the podcast, I even asked him, I was like, hey, you got those hoodies? They're like, fuck yeah, we do. I'm like, give me one. Fucking give me one. And I got one, and it's a fucking sick hoodie, but
I feel that way with my Internal Devour Windbreaker.
oh hell yeah.
Dude, I wanted that thing. That was like the number one thing on my Christmas list for like 2 years.
Damn.
And my parents were like, I'm not buying you that. That's gross. That's I listened to that. I'm not buying you that. That's gross. I was like, but it's heavy and it's a sexy windbreaker. That's a fucking sick ass windbreaker. And I didn't get it. I didn't like, and when I had the money for it, it was sold out for such a long time.
Fuck.
And I remember they just restocked them, and I was fucking my girlfriend. She was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was like, That's what I want.
Now.
This right here. This is the only thing I want." And yeah, she got it for me.
Hell yeah.
And oh yeah, that thing is so sexy. I love that thing.
Hell yeah. Is that the only windbreaker you have, or?
No. I have one from It's Always Sunny in Tijuana.
Fucking love you, Pat.
Yes, I love you too. I have an Oceano one.
Right on.
I have a camo one that I specifically bought to put Black July shit on.
Oh, right
but
on.
I've yet to do that.
Okay.
I just don't know where to go for one.
Right, yeah.
And I don't even know what I want to do to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any windbreakers. I'm not really into the whole windbreaker thing.
I don't wear them a whole lot. I like hoodies more.
Yeah, me too. But,
Oh yeah, we're trying to print Black July hoodies this winter.
real shit.
They're gonna be dark green, like Grove Street green, fool, and
The color of this room, fool? No, I'm just kidding.
no, this is too bright. But no, like dark green, dark forest green, and the logo is gonna be black, so it's gonna be like kind of hard to see, but it's gonna be sick. And their logo is gonna go down the sleeve on one side,
Oh.
and we're gonna have an artist hopefully redo fucking Big Smoke holding the baseball bat, and like you know how he says, "Pick the wrong house, fool." We have a saying, "You picked the wrong show, fool," and we're gonna have him holding like a hammer or some shit, like with a stage behind him or some shit. We're gonna use that as the back print.
Hell yeah.
So they're gonna be kind of pricey hoodies, but I know people will fucking dig them.
Oh yeah. I mean, from what you told me, I already dig it.
Yeah.
Is there like something in your merch collection that you would say is very limited?
Right off the top, I mean that Disfiguring the Goddess shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Kind of going off topic here. Do you hear that he's back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he's back, and like he announced that this year, and then he just recently posted on Facebook like album masters are in, and I'm just like, thank you. I've been waiting so long for new Disfiguring the Goddess. Like that's another album I'm really excited for this year.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the merch.
Limited merch. I have a solid orange Oceano fucking Endure the Event hoodie, Ascendance.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that hoodie's fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
I have a Black Dahlia Murder Nocturnal Zip Up hoodie.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was exclusive for that 10-year tour.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I have an Enterprise Earth, one of their old, like their personal, like stage shirts.
Really?
Yeah, I have one of their old ones.
Holy shit.
Fuck. I don't know.
I have quite a few limited items. So I also have like a bunch of limited CDs too, so I'll touch upon that. That hat right there, actually, the Visual Discord snapback. They actually went through Brutal Mind to print those.
Oh really?
And I don't remember what fest it was they played out there in fucking bumfuck Indonesia or Thailand or whatever, but Visual Discords played it, and they printed those just for that festival.
Oh yeah?
And then they were just like, well shit, we have extras, let's put them up. I was like, fuck, you know.
Fuck.
I mean, look at it.
Oh no, yeah, it's side print, back print.
Like, look at the quality.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I've seen that one. Yeah, that's fucking
like,
great.
Big shout out to Brutal Mind, Fat Tubillard. You guys fucking kill it on your merch. Like, it is super high quality. All of your shit's super comfortable. I love you guys. Like, fuck. But yeah, this hat's very limited. I have my friend Sandra gave it to me. She's a really good friend of mine. I love her. She gave me, as soon as the Abominable Putridity came out with that single, the Supreme Void, like the pre-orders went up, and she was wanting like to get me something. I was just like, no, you don't have to get me anything, you know, like. And I just jokingly just messaged her, like after they announced like single bundles, I just messaged her jokingly, hey, you know what you should get me? And I just sent her a picture of that. She's just like, okay, how much is it? I was just like, no, I was just kidding. No, how much is it? I was just kidding. Tell me how much it. Oh, God damn it! All right, $30 or something like that. And then like, she's like, okay, I ordered it. I was like, God fucking damn it. So she gave it to me, and I was just like, God damn it, I love you, Sandra. Like, you're awesome. The singles were numbered through 100, and I got 36 out of 100.
Nice.
So, I have a buddy. His name is Alex Knox. Big shout out to you, buddy. Love you. He has a couple projects. He's got Entrenched in Epidermal Slippage
Wow.
and Hatchet Fucked. Hatchet Fucked is a
Whoa.
one-man band
That
with
sounds
just him.
sick.
They're all of their music is fucking sick. But he gave me a copy of his EP that he did with Hatchet Fucked, and it was 2 out of 25.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, bro, fucking hooking it up, you know. I also have a cassette of Entrenched in Epidermal Slippage, and that one's 26 out of 50. But yeah, as far as other shirts and
You got
stuff,
that Volvadinia.
yeah, I have that Volvadinia CD.
Mm-hmm.
First press, psychosadistic design, still fucking shrink wrapped. Big shout out to Josh Everly again, selling me that shit. I also have, I don't think it's really that rare, but I think later down in life, you know, later on, I think it'll like kind of get up there more. But I have a vinyl record of I've showed you this before. I know I have. Slam Before Time, Operation Cunt Destroyer.
Yeah, I have that one of the last presses when they broke up and they're doing final merch sales and they're like, oh, this is all we have left. I was literally one of the very last people to buy one of the very last Slam Before Time on CD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely not as cool to say as having one of the very first, but
right, yeah.
At least I got something before.
At least you have something of theirs.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it's always sad to like see bands break up, and this will kind of go into my next question for you. It's always sad to see bands break up, and then they're just like, well, shit, you know, we got all this merch, let's fucking sell it. You know?
Right.
But I remember when Abiotic broke up.
Oh, I'm so happy they're back.
Me too.
Holy shit, they're so fucking good.
Me fucking
Dude,
too.
they're so good.
But they were just like, hey, we're breaking up. Here's our merch.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I know that shirt.
Oh yeah, the one with Frieza and Cell fighting each other. That was one of the shirts I bought.
Have they reprinted anything?
Yes, they have reprinted that shirt. They have a shirt with Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
No shit.
For battling someone else.
Dude, I gotta get that one.
But yeah, they have a lot of fucking cool ass shirts like that. Or wait, I think that was Rings of Saturn that did. I don't know, but anyways, I got one of those shirts. I was like, fuck yeah, you know, and I fucking ripped the shirt.
Oh.
And it's funny the way I ripped it. So, was doing merch for Ryan's old band from Soul Forensis, his old band, Destroy What's Left. And I remember him, this was at the Roxy, I remember him pulling to the back so that way he can load his gear in. And I just fucking, like, you know, was just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be a fat ass and slide across his hood. So I did that, and, like, my shirt got caught onto, like, his light. And, like, it ripped. And I was like, God damn it, now everybody's looking at my dad bod. Man. Like, yeah, going to the next question. If you can bring back a band that has broken up.
Oh, I already know.
Tell me.
Necrophagist.
Oh my god.
There's no band that'll ever.
Dude, okay, with Necrophagist, like, how unholy mother of fuck can you release 2 masterpieces?
Right.
Like Epitaph and
Epitaph, nothing will ever. I always say that'll be the best tech album of all time. Time.
Epitaph and Onset of Purification. Putrefaction, whatever. Both those albums are fucking masterpieces. Right. How could you release those?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna do?
And not say anything.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Muhammad, come back. Like I know you're working at that fucking what is that BMW fucking manufacturing plant. Come back. We fucking miss you. Like how could you do that to us?
Dude, you know how many fucking people would, dude, they would be, if they just didn't sign to anybody, and if they just took all the income, if they just reprinted merch on their own and started releasing new shit, they would instantly, it'd start living off that.
Yeah, but like it's funny because like I remember a bunch of friends in high school. We were just talking like, what the fuck is taking Necrophagus so long? Like,
how long has it been now?
shit, it's been 2004 since Epitaph came out.
Damn.
So yeah, we were just talking like,
15 years.
What's going on, you know? And you know, a lot of people would say stuff like, oh, this new album right here, it's coming out and like it's so fucking complicated that like it's taking them this long to do it, but
15 years.
yeah, but from what I understand,
that better be the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
If it's taking this long, I know it's gonna be a masterpiece, but like, it better be a fucking masterpiece that I can actually bust a nut to without having to touch my dick.
Yep, I agree.
But from what I've read, they called it quits.
Right.
But they just didn't tell anyone about it. Like it was just like a silent, like, okay, we're breaking up, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one band I would definitely bring back from the grave if I could. I know a lot of people will look down on me for this, but I'd like to bring Death back.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a huge Death fan. I have the Death by Metal CD or DVD. I've watched it a lot. You know, Chuck's a good guy, and just one of those. That band right there is like they're the OGs. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, a lot of people argue with me that like Possessed started death metal, but like I think Death is like the true death metal kings. Like I think Death is one of those bands that's just timeless. You know, they fucking killed it in their day, you know. But you know, it's good to see, you know, some of the members are still killing it with Gruesome. But it's just not the same without Chuck. And like, I wish I would have been able to meet Chuck. Like, just fuck.
Yeah.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
6 bands. Any band in the world.
Show?
Put a show together, man.
Oh.
There's no limit. You can get any fucking band in the world.
Even if they're broken up?
Even if they're broken up.
Fuck. Okay. Necrophagist, of course.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oceano. At Me. Yo.
Oh, that's a cool band, yo. I'm just kidding.
Halfway there. Us. I want to play that shit.
Hell yeah.
I want to open up for that shit.
I'd shit my pants if I could open up for Necrophagist.
Dude, hell yeah. Let's say, fucking, I don't know. I don't know. I'll let other people hop on it. I don't know. Those 3 headlines and then like 3 locals. Us. Who are my 3 favorite local bands? Or 2 favorite. Fuck. God damn it. Calfu and Soul Francis.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That'd be killer.
That would be tight.
For me, I'd get Devourment to headline. Because they never fucking come to Colorado. Ever. Like, they were always playing, like, Texas or, like, festivals.
Very short legs of tour.
Yeah. Like, they don't tour. That sucks. But I definitely get to
Same with I Declare War.
Yeah.
Fuck. It pissed me off. That fucking tour that had like fucking 8 bands that were only on like 2 days.
Yeah.
Just don't even join it.
Yeah.
That's like just leaving us with blue balls.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck. But yeah, I get Devourment on it. Fuck.
see, I can't think either.
Yeah. I get Broken Hope on it. I've seen them once, and they're another one of those bands that never tour.
Yeah.
But I did see them. They came through a couple years ago at Black Sky Festival.
Nice.
And I saw them, and they were fucking sick.
Like a snake.
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little fuck. I'm a snake. I'm a fucking.
Oh my.
I should fucking
stop.
I should fucking stop. Yeah, Devourment, Broken Hope. Fuck. I'd get Vomit God back and have them play it. Because I'm sure Otto would love to play with Devourment and Broken Hope. Love you, Otto. Fuck. My mind is drawing a blank right now. Analepsy.
Oh.
I'd love to see Analepsy.
They fucking came here on the East Coast though.
Yeah, and that was when they played Chicago Domination Fest last year, and they were just like, "Hey, we're gonna do a tour." Putridity, I'd get Putridity on it.
Wow.
Those guys.
Yeah.
So what we're at? Environment, Broken Hope, Putridity, Analepsy. Oh my god, one more band. Holy shit. Ooh, Abominable Putridity.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because like I had a buddy that went to Las Vegas Death Fest last year, and you know, I got a little curious and started reading through the lineup, you know, and it said AP, just AP. It's like, fuck. So I talked to my buddy after that when he came back, because there was a show. What was it? It was Pathology last year when they were here with Parasitic Ejaculation. You know, he gave me his Hatchet Fucked CD and another CD from Las Vegas Death Fest. It was a band called Eviscerated. Fucking nasty shit. So I was like,
Viscerated or viscerated?
Eviscerated.
Eviscerated.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, I was looking through the flyer. Saw this band called AP. Who was that? He's just like, oh, it was actually Abominable Putridity with a bunch of fill-in members and Maddie Way. And I just thought to myself, so an Abominable Putridity cover band with Maddie Way on vocals? That's like, you ever watch Metalocalypse?
Uh-huh.
That's like fucking... Remember that episode where Death Clock joins a tribute band to Death Clock, Thunder Horse?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Like, it's just kind of, what the fuck, you know? Like, they were playing Abominable Putridity songs, and it was just like, I was just like, the fuck?
Wait, so it was only...
So they came with guest members, like guest musicians,
Uh-huh.
with Maddie Way on vocals.
Okay, so it was just trash then?
I mean, he said they were sick, but, I mean, to me, that's just like, why even bother if, like, you know, you just have none of the original members of Abominable Putridity. Like,
right.
That's kind of like fucking I Declare War almost, because, like, there's no original members in that band, is there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely want to go to Las Vegas Death Fest next year. Tickets go on sale, I think, Black Friday this year. And me and my buddy Forrest, we were gonna get a room, and I really hope the lineup's good.
When did they announce it?
Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When is it? Like...
What time of the
Every
year?
year,
It's the first weekend of June every year
In Las Vegas?
in Las Vegas.
Oh. Hot.
Yeah,
Is it
hot
outside?
inside.
Thank God.
Yeah. I think actually a couple of years they did have an outdoor venue, but I think the reason why they went back to indoor,
One
was
stage?
just 2 stages.
2 stage?
I think the reason they went back was like people were just like, it's so hot.
No shit. Have you ever been there?
I've actually never been to Vegas.
Dude, at night, it's like 107 degrees
Jesus.
with like full humidity.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go anymore. I'm just joking.
Oh yeah, it's so dry, dude.
Have you ever been out of state for a concert?
You know.
I mean, obviously, you've toured.
Yeah. Trying to think though. No, not that I can remember, but I do remember my dad used to live in Austin, and we were walking down 6th Street, and we walked right past the Dirty Dog Bar,
Okay.
and Filth so happened to be playing.
Oh shit.
And I was like, can I go inside? He was like, no, that means we all have to go inside. And I was like, no, it doesn't. Just, and he was like, no, you're gonna fucking stay in there. You're not gonna want to come out. And I was like, well, yeah, that's the fucking point. He was like, no, we're going to dinner. And I was like, fuck. So I got to listen to Filth for like 6 seconds walking
Damn.
by. But yeah, that was like the only opportunity I really had to go to a concert in another state.
Damn. I've never been out of state for a concert. I think, the furthest I've ever gone, though, for a concert, and I've actually been down here for 2 shows. And the first one was Foothills Gut Fest.
Whoa.
Down in Colorado Springs. It was like a 2-day festival. I remember Putrid Pile played,
Nice.
Warning, Machete Dildo, bunch of like grindcore and like slam bands and shit. It was fucking awesome. But they're not doing that anymore, and that makes me really sad. Because honestly, Denver needs a fucking festival like that again.
Oh yeah.
Like,
we're trying to get that started. We did it last year at fucking 7th Circle.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but we want to do that again this year. We don't really don't have any fucking time to plan for that though.
Mm-hmm.
We did it in early August. We did August 4th last year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely, if we're gonna do it again, it's not gonna be at 7th Circle. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if something came up and like they were able to do it at like a bigger venue down here in Denver, like do it at the Roxy, or
Roxy,
the Marquee,
Marquee.
the Gothic even, because like
Yeah.
they did Black Sky there. I don't know if they're doing it anymore.
Yeah.
But honestly, Denver needs a big festival again.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of fucking grindcore slam bands,
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver definitely needs a fucking.
The Denver Death Fest.
Ew.
What?
You actually remember that?
That was a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that as a, we need that. I didn't know that was a thing.
It was a thing for like a year. Everybody fucking hated it, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like it was. I remember doing merch for Self Forensis at that place.
Yeah?
Yeah, they play it, and like it was actually the first time we ever done merch with them. It was a lot. It was fun, but it was just like nothing but locals. Which I mean, it's okay. The local scene here is awesome.
Yeah.
But then they had Macabre headlining the whole thing.
Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea, but I didn't stay. Everybody was just like halfway through the night. All right, we dipping. It's like, all right,
Where the fuck was this?
All right, so check this out. It was in a fucking like abandoned like refinery field.
What?
Yeah. Like, I remember...
An oil refinery.
No, like, it was like a... Fuck. It was off of Fox Street. Kind of outside of Denver.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember, like... There was a side over here, there was one stage, and then, the other side, there's another. Oh, and it gets better. It gets better. There was fucking, like, a wrestling ring in the middle, like, the halfway through the set.
God.
There was, like, wrestling. But, like, I remember watching the wrestling, and it was, like, the craziest shit I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Was it actually good?
At first, I was like, but when, like, the headlining act came out, shit got real fast. Like, you got these guys coming out with, like, fucking, like, barbed wire wrapped fucking baseball bats.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting the fucking shit out of each other. And you saw blood flying, too. And then I remember one of the wrestlers got out. He had a staple gun. He's going around, who's got $1? Who's got a fucking $1? Everybody's like, you're gonna take my money, And then he's just, like, fucking, like, stapling fucking dollar bills on this stuff.
I've seen that shit in person.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus. And then, like, they got, like, this, it was like a piece of, like, chain link fence. It was all done up in fucking barbed wire.
Damn.
And then the guy is just like, alright, there you go, pushes him, like, he falls into it, and, like, I saw, like, a couple, I was, like, standing right there, just saw, like, a couple splats of blood go over, I was like, God.
Fuck that.
Fuck. But after that, we were just like, alright, let's dip. Alright, yeah, sure. Yeah, I even have a fucking laminate.
Oh, really?
Or lanyard thing in my car from that. But
nice.
yeah, they haven't done anything of that since. But the second time I went to Colorado Springs for a show, I remember seeing you there.
Black Sheep?
Yep, Ingested,
Oh,
Body
yeah.
Snatcher. Yeah, that was a good show.
That was a good show.
Even though Ingested had a fucking fill-in vocalist.
Yeah. I don't even know who the fuck he was.
I don't know either, but I think he was alright. And then the time after that I saw Ingested, they had I fuck.
It's
a vocalist from Origin.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, he was awesome.
I swear I've seen him fill in for them before. I've seen Ingested I think 4 times now.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And I think he has possibly filled in for them before.
Yeah. Trying to think. First time I saw Ingested. I've seen Ingested quite a few times. Okay. So the first time I saw Ingested, it was I think it was the very second Devastation on the Nation tour.
Oh,
The
yeah.
lineup was Alter Beast, Origin, Ingested, Surreption.
Nice.
I think that was it. Oh, Chrysion or whatever, that weird fucking like Brazilian band.
Never mind. I was thinking of Chrysian.
Okay.
Know them? Do you know them?
Maybe. I'm not sure, but anyways, I remember, standing outside. I was really excited to see Ingested, and then like doors were supposed to open, like it was 6:30, like 15 minutes passed by, where everybody's just like, "What the fuck? Aren't doors opening?" 7 o'clock gets here. What the fuck? 7:30. Finally opened doors. They opened doors an hour later.
Oh shit.
And Vomit God was on it. They played a set like normal. Ingested only was able to play like 2 songs.
Really?
Yeah. I was so fucking disappointed about that. But, yeah.
That happened the first time I saw fucking Lorna Shore. I remember Tom and Austin. Austin was trying to figure out their samples, and he was just in the back, just like trying to figure out the fucking laptop. And remember Tom tried to just help him figure it out. And like 15 minutes goes by, Tom just like stops, turns around, gets on the microphone. He's like, I apologize. Your weed is very, very good, and we're too high to figure this out. And everyone just starts fucking laughing their asses off. And so they're like, okay, fuck it. It's already halfway through the set. We're just going to pick the songs to play that don't have samples in them. And they just played fucking like 3 songs, and that was it. And then they had to like quickly get off stage. But that was it.
Damn.
Yeah.
The second time I saw Ingested, it was they came back the next year, Summer Slaughter. That was a fucking stacked lineup.
That was the first time I saw them.
Really? Yeah, they were with
They
were with Cannibal Corpse, Nile, Suffocation.
Yep.
See, okay, so got a little story. I'm just gonna tell this story, and we'll wrap this up. So going back to the Devastation, first time I saw Ingested, I worked at Fazoli's at the time, and had a buddy. You know, he was just barely starting to get into death metal, heavier shit. And I'm just like, hey man, you want to go to a show with me? And he's like, fuck yeah, I do. Oh, what are you doing with the big chair?
Putting it back.
Okay. Bye, big chair.
Big chair's gone.
Big chair's gone. He's like, fuck yeah, I want to go. So then I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'll send you the music to some of the bands tonight. He's like, cool, all right. So, I showed him, Ingested, Origin, basically the whole lineup. He's like, damn, these are sick, And so I'm like, so what band are you excited to see, And he's like, I'm really excited to see Origin. I'm like, fuck yeah, cool, So, we get there, business as usual, and Origin's about to come on. And, I look back at him, I'm like, hey man, you ready for... He's gone.
Oh shit.
I was like, well shit, alright, cool, First time seeing Origin, so I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this, Halfway through the set, he comes up to me and he's just like, I just drank vodka with Ingested. The dude's like 16.
Oh my god.
Apparently, like, Sean, their fucking guitarist,
Yeah.
He was up there hanging out with them, and Sean was like, hey man, you want to do some shots? And then Jared's like, eh. And then Sean's just like licks his finger and just like rubs off the X's. And
oh shit.
so they got my 16-year-old friend at the time drunk.
Nice.
So flash forward to Summer Slaughter, second time I saw them, they put on a longer set. They're fucking awesome. So I'm all hanging out outside, and I bump into him. I'm like, hey, how's it going? You guys killed it, blah, 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 And I brought up that story. I was like, hey, do you guys remember this? And then Jason, he was like, yeah, I vaguely remember this. But I think Sean will remember it better, though. But I went up to Sean, and I'm just like, hey man, you remember getting my fucking friend drunk? And he's like, you know what, honestly, I don't remember that, but that sounds like something I would do. And then, I was hanging out with him for a little bit, and then there was a baseball game going on. Because, the Summit's like right down the street from Coors Field.
Yeah.
So, there's a bunch of people walking over there, and then Jason comes up to me, and he's like, hey Matt, in his fucking thick British accent, and he was like, hey man, what's going on over there? I can't do British accents for shit. But anyways, I'm like, oh, it's a baseball game, They're all like talking to each other, And, they went to a baseball game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Their first baseball game here in Colorado.
Really?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they had pictures on Facebook and shit, and I was like, that's fucking great. So, all right, guys. Well, I think holy shit, it's like
hour and a half.
Over.
Oh.
Like almost an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
Jeez.
People will definitely listen to this.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna close this one out. Sorry we couldn't get the boys from
Next time. Well.
Next time. Well,
2 or 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
So, catch you guys later.
Later, turds.
Love you.
That's all for this episode, folks. Next week, Vanilla Face returns. That's right, we got Black July back, and we're going to be talking about some random bullshit. Thank you guys so much again, and as always, we'll see you next time.